Well, hello people, it's Snide and Sniff. We're reading Expansion of Emily, although it's always written as EOC, so it's like Expansion of Kimberly. I mean, I guess she's sort of doing science, so it's sort of like chemistry, and she definitely has chemistry with this man. But yeah, it's a really cool comic, if you don't know, by Magma Man. Check him out on DeviantArt, support him on Patreon for an actual consistent schedule. I love consistency. But yeah, it's currently got 3 stories running. So Emily is broken up with, Travis? I can't even remember what his name was, but he was not a cool guy. He didn't appreciate the thickness. And now she's with this guy, who's also Steve, who's also a little bit weird, not gonna lie. He has come over to visit, so let's find out what happens. Steve made his way up to the stairs to Emily's room and opened the door.
Hey, Em. Are you ready?
Steven, ever heard of freaking knocking?
Sorry, your sis told me you were ready.
That idiot! This is so embarrassing!
She could hear her sister giggling from downstairs. Why can't a character in a Magma Man comic have a nice sister?
Oh, come on. What are you even embarrassed about? I'm your boyfriend, for crying out loud.
I mean, you got a point, yeah, but just still.
I know, I just feel so gross right now. I mean, these pants fit like 2 weeks ago, and now I can't even get them buttoned.
Well, this is kind of what you signed up for. Why don't you go put on one of those nice dresses we bought the other week?
This man knew what he was getting to sell himself into. But did Emily know?
Probably need to. I've already ripped through so many other pairs of pants. I'd better save these ones just in case, for when I get skinny again.
There you go.
Both of them had forgotten to close the door after Steve's initial surprise entry. Marisa froze and regarded the sight of her tubby sister attempting to wriggle her way out of her pants. Wait, her sister's friggin' like snooping?
Oh my god, don't tell me you've ripped another pair. God, Em, you're turning into such a fat bottom. Steve, I swear you're encouraging her too.
Go frick yourself. I didn't rip these ones. And rich of you to talk, considering that bottom is a lot more jiggly than I remembered it being not too long ago.
Yeah, and whose fault do you think that is, Sherlock? It's damn near impossible to resist all that good food when it's constantly staring you straight in the gosh darn face. I've had to buy new clothes because of you and your new diet, hogging the fridge and pantry.
She turned to Steve.
You see this? These used to be baggy on me. This is the consequence from just a couple of months of living under the same roof as this hog. Come on, Marisa. You look good. You know plenty of guys are into a little extra these days.
Steve, please don't try and chat up Emily's sister. I'm really, you know, rooting for you as a good guy.
Oh, as if. I'm not about to take beauty tip from a fat lover like you, Steve.
Jeez.
I mean, look how big Em's gotten ever since you've started dating her.
Guessing her height of 5'5" with a weight of 155. I guess, like, knock yourself out? How would anybody respond after learning that Steve likes fat girls? I think she's pretty well aware of that at this point. A few days later, Emily was awoken with a knock on the door outside her bedroom. It was Steve, as it had been every morning recently. What is he doing coming so early?
Rise and shine, Em. Your pancakes are getting cold.
He's making her Alright then, alright.
Huh? Oh. I'm awake. Coming.
Lately, she had been taking less shifts at work and handing them off to Steve to maintain their food bill, as the combination of her lazy, sedentary lifestyle and ballooning waistline had made being on her feet for too long increasingly more of a pain in her big bottom. What a guy. Steve's doing all her shifts and just spending all the money on food for her. What a guy.
Phew. Rolling this bottom out of bed is taking a lot more work than it used to.
This now allowed for more quality leisure time to lounge, sleep, and eat, which he took advantage of well. University and occasional shift or dinner date aside, nowadays Em didn't leave her house all that much, and at her current weight, that was exactly how she liked it. Are you working on the project though, Em? You'd better get an A+'s girl, with a deep fat girl grunt. What? Now that's kind of interesting. She swung her heavy thighs over the edge and hauled herself up to a sitting position, wincing slightly from the weight of her body. The bed creaked in protest as the weight of her huge, cushiony bottom and pillowy thighs sunk into the mattress. She sat up on the side of the bed and straightened her nightie, preparing the extra energy she had now required to stare.
Oh no, don't get up. I brought you breakfast in bed today.
She was almost there, man. You could have let her know before she, got up and spent all that energy.
Fine.
Growl, creak.
It does look and smell really good.
She knew she'd moved past the beautiful curvy stage into the chubby to fat stages, and wasn't keen on the look she was getting these days compared to just a little while back. Although she wasn't sure if that was her real feelings, or just her vanity. Look, do people really go out in public and just see fat people and just give them, judging looks? Okay, I know all of you probably look at fat people for different reasons, but I'm just saying, it's like, y'all have nothing better to do. After finishing gorging herself on her huge breakfast, she managed to pull herself to her feet. She put her hair up in her usual ponytail and grabbed her stomach, feeling beyond full.
God! Way too much, Steve. That last helping was not needed.
Oh, come on. You looked hungry still.
Well, I'm fat. I always look hungry. Doesn't mean I am.
30-ish pounds ago, the night he had concealed most of her thighs, but as her bottom continued to relentlessly sponge up fat, the garment had grown scandalously short. Emily figured a new night dress was in the immediate horizon. Absolutely love the series. I could not imagine a more amazing graphic retelling to the original story. Yo, original story fan here, let's go. Emily couldn't shake the nagging feeling that Steve was getting a little too into her getting fat. Look, I'm just gonna say, I think Steve has been pretty upfront with his feelings. In fact, over the past couple of weeks, she had begun to feel more like some sort of weird object than a human being.
Top is a little shorter than it used to be, but at least it draws attention to my chest.
While Steve certainly made her feel quite beautiful and desirable as she grew heavier, which did wonders for her self-esteem, she felt that lately her academic weight gain assignments had begun detouring into Steve's weird project. Okay, well, she got a point there. She got a point. Steve is taking over hours and spending the money on food for her, so that's kind of based. It was no secret to her that he clearly wanted her fatter, yet how fat, she had no idea.
Aren't I fat enough as it is? I'm pushing 210 pounds.
She put the thoughts out of her mind for the time being, and decided to start her day. She decided she was probably going to see what Allie was up to, and maybe tell her she was going to halt her gaining. What? The project, though! I wonder what Marisa thinks of her own gain. If you read a couple pages back, she's not happy about it. Emily just has to remember that this is a year-end assignment, which means when the assignment is over, she can stop. Then again, I don't think she'll want to. Also, if she really loves Steve, vice versa, then she should talk with him about her feelings and concerns. I know it's very basic advice, you need to communicate, but it is true, yeah. Communication is just pretty simple and a good idea. But yeah, that's all the pages we have so far, but there are more out already on Megman Stevie and I. If you want to find out what happens, does she break up with Steve? Does she become thin? Does the project fail? Does she get an F? Find out from Megman's DeviantArt. Or for even more exclusive early access content, check out his Patreon. That will be linked in the description. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will be back with more of this soon. So till then, bye.